There is so much music on the world. I'm reviewing a new album every single day, and today is going to be Ghetto Gods from Earth Gang. This is an Atlanta duo that has come up in the, sort of mid 2010s and has come, to not necessarily massive fame, but, a lot bigger fame with the help of them being on J. Cole's album, label Dreamville. And I think that they are pretty underrated, even if they sometimes aren't the most consistent group of people from the Dreamville camp, where you have people like JID or Boz who really carry a lot of the weight on their back besides J. Cole. I think that Earth Gang has some, big hits that they could have, gotten to pick up from them. But, with them being in Atlanta too, they get a lot of comparisons to Outkast, and I think that this project feels like they were not necessarily entirely, but were in a way trying to get that Outkast comparison and pulling a lot of parallels to them, with some of the skits that they have on here, trying to make it have that classic album feel, which I think honestly for them they should just leave off because they don't really add anything to the album experience and kind of just feel like you're just waiting eagerly for the next song to start and really don't add to the overall experience of the project. And some of the features I think could have been mixed a little bit better. For example, Future on Billy. While I was excited to hear him on the production, unfortunately the beat actually changes when it gets to Future and kind of gives him a stereotypical trap beat for him to go on to, and that was really a shame. I would have loved to hear him on the production that both the guys were on in the first half. I think that Baby Tate was just okay on Black Pearls. She wasn't my favorite feature on here. I've heard mixed things about CeeLo Green and Nick Cannon on Power. Personally, I think CeeLo Green has a good performance. Nick Cannon was an interesting pick, to say the least, for his sort of narration on that track, and I think, honestly, probably could have been left off, but not a horrible addition. But otherwise, everyone else is really good. Music Soul Child on Amen, of course, Jid and J. Cole on Waterboy's fantastic, and Ari Lennox always kills every feature that she's ever on the final track, Run 2. And I think besides Run 2, I think honestly the last portion of the album, maybe like the last 4 or 5 tracks before Run 2, are some of the weakest on here, and I think that's why this album kind of failed a little bit, and what holds them back from really popping off. I think that if these guys hone in and really create a shorter and more concise and focused project, they could get a lot more fame from it if that's what they're actually looking for. I would personally rate my enjoyment for this project at about a 65%. If you have an album you think I should be in the future, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one.